Why greatness demands your total disappearance. What if the people you love most are the very ones keeping you mediocre? It is a brutal, uncomfortable truth, but the reality is this: you cannot reach the next version of yourself while clutching onto the expectations of your current social circle. Most people are terrified of being alone, so they settle for a life of collective average. But if you want to win, truly win, you have to be willing to disappear. We live in a world that pathologizes silence. If you aren't posting, if you aren't out there networking, or if you aren't reachable 24/7, people assume you're failing. They think you're depressed. They think you've lost your way. But the Stoics knew better. Marcus Aurelius didn't find clarity in the noise of Rome. He found it in the inner citadel of his own mind. Today, we call this the Hermit Phase. It is the intentional choice to step back from the world, cut the noise, and face the one person you've been avoiding your entire life, yourself. Think about the last time you had a truly original thought. Not a meme you saw on Instagram, not a talking point from a podcast, but a raw, unfiltered realization about your own potential. It's hard to find, isn't it? That's because your brain is currently a crowded room where everyone is shouting. When you are constantly surrounded by others, you naturally mirror their energy, their fears, and their limitations. You start to value what they value. If your friends value comfort, you will start to feel guilty for wanting more. If your family values security, your ambition will start to look like a mental illness to them. Isolation isn't about being lonely, it's about protection. It's about creating a vacuum where your own vision can finally grow without being suffocated by the common sense of people who have never walked your path. Look at the titans of history. Whether it was Nikola Tesla, who spent months in total seclusion to visualize his inventions, or the modern-day masters who go dark for a year to build a business, they understood that deep work and deep healing require a level of focus that society simply does not allow. You cannot build a masterpiece while responding to text messages every 5 minutes. You cannot rewire your psychology while you are still seeking validation from people who don't understand your why. Let's get practical. Why is this so hard? Because of the social mirror. We use other people to tell us who we are. When you step away, that mirror is gone. You are forced to look at the parts of yourself you've hidden behind social masks, the procrastination, the ego, the deep-seated fears. In isolation, there is nowhere to hide. This is why most people quit the hermit phase within a week. The silence becomes too loud. But if you can survive that initial discomfort, something miraculous happens. Your internal compass begins to recalibrate. You start to realize that 90% of your anxieties weren't even yours. They were projected onto you by a world that wants you to stay predictable. To truly win, you must implement what I call the selective blackout. This isn't about being rude or cutting people off forever. It's about setting a boundary that says, my evolution is more important than your entertainment. It means saying no to the Friday night drinks that lead to a wasted Saturday. It means turning your phone into a brick for 6 hours a day. It means becoming a ghost to the people who only know the old you. Consider the crab in a bucket syndrome. When one crab tries to climb out of the bucket to find freedom, the other crabs don't cheer it on. They reach up and pull it back down so they don't have to face their own captivity. When you start your hermit phase, expect resistance. Expect people to call you selfish or tell you that you've changed. Of course you've changed. That is the entire point. If you stay the same, you've failed. This period of isolation is where your mental fortitude is forged. It's easy to be disciplined when everyone is watching and cheering. It's easy to be stoic when things are going well. The real test is when you are alone, in a room with nothing but your goals and your resistance. Can you work when there's no one to impress? Can you stay focused when there's no immediate reward? This is where the winners are separated from the talkers. The hermit phase is a season, not a lifetime, but it is the most critical season you will ever go through. It is the period of strategic withdrawal. Like an arrow being pulled back on a bow, you are moving away from the target so that when you are finally released, you hit it with a force and precision that was previously impossible. When you finally emerge, and you will, you won't be the same person who went into hiding. Your speech will be different, your posture will be different, your results will be undeniable. People will ask you, "Where have you been?" And you won't have to explain yourself. Your success will do the talking. You'll see the business you built, the body you transformed, the clarity you've gained, and they'll realize that while they were busy maintaining their social status, you were busy building an empire. Don't be afraid of the quiet. Don't be afraid of the missing out. The only thing you are missing out on is the version of yourself that never reaches its full potential. The world can wait. Your greatness cannot. It is time to disappear. It is time to do the brutal work in the dark so that you can eventually stand in a light that you created yourself. Stop asking for permission to be alone. Stop apologizing for your absence. The path to the top is narrow, and it's a path you have to walk by yourself before you can lead anyone else. Embrace the isolation, find the truth in the silence, and remember, the man who can be happy and productive alone is the most powerful man in any room.